Hello my biker friends. You are meeting me from Newhaven and we are just setting off on the new adventure. So we just filled up with petrol. It's 9:25. At 11 o'clock we've got a ferry. So probably perfect timing. How did we come here? Alright, I think we need to swing around on a roundabout. It's actually the first time I'm using this route. Normally you either go in Eurotunnel or Dover, or another option if you go to Spain is the Brittany ferries from Portsmouth, but recently they just went crazy with pricing. So anyhow, I'm dying to see how it looks like this this crossing. Never been here before. Oh my god, why is it so busy? Oh, that's not looking too good. I was thinking I'm going to arrive early-ish. There will be nobody in, I'll come straight through, but looks like that's definitely not the case. Welcome to France. I've programmed the route. We are going to Potes in Picos de Europa in Spain, and looks like we've got 777 miles to go. Didn't feel much on a ferry because the ferry wasn't very nice. Most of the stuff were closed all the time. The ferry was rather small and also very dated. Everything was rusty and dirty and looked like it's had its fair share of use over the years. It must be the British passport problem, because there seemed to be one guy coming and collecting the passport, looking at them, and I think he needs to take it up to the bloody window to get it stamped. So lucky if you've got a European passport. We'll probably just wave you through. Well, let's wait and see. Anyhow, let me switch it off so they don't get upset. It was painless. I don't know, I think they had to scan the passport. They don't even stamp, because they took my one and also had to give it to the window, but it was literally in and out. On the last trip, when we went with the family in the car, I've ordered this little box for the tolls. Is this 50 again? For the tolls in France for a motorway, so you don't have to stop. You just pull up to the gate and it just beeps and you go. Apparently it's not registered to the car, it's just registered to the box, and it supposedly is going to know the difference between a bike and the car, because obviously they charge you slightly different amount of money for that. A little box sits in my tank bag, and there's no clear glass. It doesn't sit in some kind of a clear pocket. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see if the box is going to work, because in the car obviously it needs to be on a certain point of the windscreen, So it cannot be anywhere, because apparently the windscreens in the modern cars, they block the sun, and there is only a tiny little bit wherever the black dots are that is not covered with some reflective coating or whatever it is, so it doesn't block the actual box from working. So in a car it works like a treat, but obviously I'm not in the car, it's nowhere near visible, it's inside the tank bag, under the, basically undercover. It's not in a like a foil window compartment or anything, it's literally inside the tank bag. So going to be interesting first to see if it works, and second to see after if it can really differentiate that this time I'm not in the car and this time I'm on a bike. So we are now in France. Let's see, what should turn it on? So it is, what's the time? 6 AM. It's getting a bit brighter. We've done about 57 miles so far, 720 miles to go. So that's my baby, first time fully packed. A part of the little trip to Wales that I've done with just the top box on and a rucksack and literally nothing with me. That's the very first time that I'm going on this bike on a proper adventure. So as you can see, it's all fully loaded. Panniers, top box, and there's whole big bag with the tent and other camping gear and all sorts of other crap in it. So the bike is really heavy. This bike is heavy as it is without anything on, but with the additional weight it's a beast. Yeah, so that's my setup for this trip basically. And I've got these cool seats, cool covers, I think is the brand. Cover for a seat, which is supposed to help with the comfort and a bit of airflow so you don't get the monkey butt after. We'll see how that's going to work. So I've managed to pack everything in 3 panniers, in 2 panniers and a top box, the back. And I've got a big tank bag, but I didn't have to use it. I was thinking I'm going to need it, but actually I've managed to get away with this small little tiny thing. So just basically keep my wallet, cameras, maybe some spare batteries, charging cable, this sort of stuff. So that's the situation at the moment. This trip we are going to, well, we're actually going in a couple of places. So first we're going to Picos de Europa in Spain. Going to be there for a couple of days, and then we're doing Pyrenees. Probably with the Picos it's probably about 4,000 miles trip. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this bike copes and how I cope with this bike. Alright, pit stop 1 done. I think I have managed to figure out how to connect both the bike and the phone. Oh my god, this bike is so heavy with all this luggage on. To connect the bike, yeah, it's connecting. Is it? Yeah. So the phone is connected to the bike.
Connected.
And the bike is connected to the pack dock, and the phone I believe is also connected because it was working when I checked it. It's just few settings that you have to add differently, and it seems to have done the trick. Parking, where's the exit? Exit is straight. So I had just a little break to change the batteries, have a sandwich and try to figure out how to make everything work together. And it's daylight again. So what's the time now? 6:29. Let's check the motorways. 400 meters to the tolls. Let's see. Is it going to open for us? There's a bloody queue anyway. There's only one gate working. Okay. I would say that's not a good test. That's annoying. You have the box to make your life easier and you're still stuck in traffic at the tolls. Lovely. Oh, well, it does. Very slow, but it does. Well, that concluded the test. There will be another test when we'll be coming to the gates that you can go 30 kilometers per hour. That's going to be interesting to see. So it's 18 degrees and I've got a heated grips on because it's a bit chilly. One more thing I've noticed is the additional weight and the drag from the square boxes makes the fuel consumption pretty appalling. The bars of petrol just keep disappearing like there's no tomorrow. Another pit stop was needed to change the visor because suddenly it became really sunny.
At the roundabout, take the second exit on A11 toward Paris.
Oh, look, yes, there is the Ferry. Let's see if that works the way I'm expecting it to work. Yes, so it works. So it works from the tank back, no problem whatsoever.
Continue straight for 8 minutes to A10 toward Bordeaux.
So we have another pit stop here, just for the toilet break and a little bit of rest. But you must love the French service stations. You've got like a little tables you can sit in,
Continue straight for
a
8
bit of a
minutes
grass.
to A10 toward Bordeaux.
My sat-nav is talking. A bit of a grass, you can relax, have a bite to eat, do something. So much more nice than UK service stations. And then you've got a bit of parking here and some toilets. We arrived at some kind of a city. Don't know what it is. Doesn't say really. But there's a lot of traffic and it is Sunday. Where are all these people going? Traffic, and I've got boxes. Can't really filter. With the boxes you just cannot squeeze through the gaps in traffic. The boxes stick out so much. Pretty much almost like a car. But the weather is getting better. It's 26 degrees. I'm already boiling. Unluckily for me, we had to hit some major city, so there's nowhere to stop and undo the layers. I was thinking on the last stop it might be a bit too early, but actually it was spot on. Some roadworks. Oh, everything is stopping.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
Oh, that's so kind of him. Yeah. To make it better, 26 degrees and Not only that it's hot, it's also stationary. Ah, lovely. How lovely that is. Oh yeah. I knew I should have taken the thermals off. Just because they put few cones on the road, everything went to shit basically. So interestingly enough, not much happening. Just one lane is closed, and that caused the bloody traffic to build up so much for no reason. Oh well. At least people in here are very I've lost the word. Considerate, that's the word that I was looking for. They see you in the mirrors and they actually make space for you. Amazing. In UK that doesn't really happen. French driver definitely much more caring than the Brits. They look out more for the bikes. Yeah, and I'm literally boiling. But it's amazing how many people just let you through. Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. In UK, not only people will sit in the traffic and they don't let you squeeze through, they will also change the lane for no reason and probably knock you out without using the indicators. Oh, what's going on with this traffic? How many more miles of this? Are they adopting the British approach to the roadworks? Put some cones on, but no one's there working. Just make traffic for no reason. Unlike the Germans, where they need to fix something, they just close the bit that they're actually fixing. Yeah, that was major pit stop, probably about 20 minutes. Oh my god, it's 30 degrees, boiling, absolutely boiling. Arrival 2016, fucking hell, I cannot really stop anymore. The more I stop, the worse it's going to be, because if it's going to get dark, I will have to set up tent in the dark.